We live in a world that often prioritizes the external, our achievements, possessions, and appearances. But what about the unseen world within us? Our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. This inner landscape is just as real and influential as the outer world. It shapes how we experience life, interact with others, and navigate the challenges that come our way. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Big Sister Era, the ultimate guide to transforming your mind and elevating your life. You are safe here, and please, leave comments down below. Emotional intelligence is the key to understanding and navigating this inner world. Most of us lack this skill, and some of us are born with it. It is often referred to as being an empath, when you are hyper-tuned into the world outside of yourself and the people around you. It's about recognizing and understanding our own emotions and the emotions of others. It's about developing empathy, compassion, and the ability to build healthy relationships. Just as we wouldn't expect to navigate a new city without a map, we shouldn't expect to navigate the complexities of life without understanding our own emotional terrain. By cultivating self-awareness, we gain a deeper understanding of our motivations, triggers, and patterns of behavior. This journey inward is not always easy. It requires courage to confront our vulnerabilities, insecurities, and limiting beliefs. But it is in the depths of our struggles that we discover our greatest strengths. By embracing our whole selves, imperfections and all, we open ourselves up to a more authentic and fulfilling way of living. Emotions are complex and nuanced. We can experience a wide range of emotions in a single day, sometimes even in a single moment. Yet, many of us struggle to identify and articulate what we are feeling. We might say we feel stressed when what we are really feeling is overwhelmed, anxious, or frustrated. Learning to name our emotions is a crucial step in developing emotional intelligence. When we can accurately label our emotions, we can begin to understand the messages they are sending us. Emotions are not our enemies. They are messengers, providing valuable insights into our needs, values, and boundaries. For example, if we are feeling resentful, it might be a sign that we need to set healthier boundaries in a relationship. If we are feeling anxious, it might be a sign that we need to reevaluate our priorities or seek support. By listening to our emotions without judgment, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and make more conscious choices in our lives. This process of emotional awareness allows us to respond to situations with greater clarity, compassion, and intention. When we don't understand or address our emotions, they don't simply disappear. They can manifest in unhealthy ways, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and relationships. We might find ourselves engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors, withdrawing from loved ones, or numbing our feelings with distractions. Unexamined emotions can also lead to physical symptoms like headaches, digestive issues, and sleep disturbances. Our bodies and minds are interconnected. When we neglect our emotional well-being, our physical health can suffer too. We might try to protect ourselves from emotional pain by building walls, wearing masks, or numbing ourselves with distractions. But these coping mechanisms, while understandable, ultimately prevent us from experiencing the fullness of life. When we numb the difficult emotions, we also numb the positive ones, like joy, love, and connection. The path to healing and wholeness requires us to face our emotions with courage and compassion. It's about acknowledging our pain, sitting with our discomfort, and learning to regulate our emotions in healthy ways. This process is not about achieving some idealized state of perfect happiness. It's about developing the resilience to navigate the full spectrum of human experience. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but it is actually the birthplace of courage, connection, and creativity. It's about allowing ourselves to be seen, imperfections and all, without the need for pretense or perfection. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open ourselves up to deeper connections with others. We create space for empathy, understanding, and shared human experience. Vulnerability is the foundation of authentic relationships, both with ourselves and with others. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to step outside of our comfort zones and risk rejection or judgment. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we embrace vulnerability, we embrace the fullness of who we are. We give ourselves permission to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to learn and grow from our experiences. Vulnerability is not a one-time act. It's a way of being in the world. It's about showing up authentically in our relationships, our work, and our lives, even when it feels scary or uncertain. Section 5. The journey inward. Cultivating self-awareness. Cultivating self-awareness is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about developing a curious and compassionate relationship with ourselves, one that allows us to observe our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without judgment. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and journaling can be powerful tools for developing self-awareness. These practices help us to slow down, tune into our inner experience, and observe our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. Self-reflection is also crucial for self-awareness. Taking the time to reflect on our experiences, both positive and negative, can help us to identify patterns in our behavior, understand our triggers, and make more conscious choices in the future. As we cultivate self-awareness, we begin to see ourselves more clearly, with all of our strengths and weaknesses. This understanding allows us to approach ourselves with greater compassion, acceptance, and love. Section 6. The power of perspective. Reframing our thoughts. Our thoughts have a powerful impact on our emotions and behaviors. If we are constantly bombarded with negative self-talk or catastrophic thinking, it's no wonder we feel anxious, stressed, or depressed. The good news is that we have the power to choose our thoughts. We can learn to challenge negative thought patterns and reframe our thinking in a more positive and productive way. Reframing is not about denying reality or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the more helpful and empowering aspects of a situation. For example, instead of dwelling on our mistakes, we can choose to view them as opportunities for learning and growth. When we shift our perspective, we shift our experience. By choosing more empowering thoughts, we can cultivate greater resilience, optimism, and inner peace. Section 7. Building resilience. Navigating life's challenges. Life is full of challenges, both big and small. It's inevitable that we will face setbacks, disappointments, and losses along the way. Resilience is not about avoiding these challenges. It's about developing the strength and flexibility to navigate them with grace and determination. One of the key components of resilience is self-compassion. When we are struggling, it's important to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a close friend. Another important aspect of resilience is the ability to ask for help when we need it. We don't have to go through difficult times alone. Reaching out to trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals can provide us with the support and guidance we need to navigate challenging times. Building resilience is an ongoing process. It's about developing healthy coping mechanisms, cultivating a positive mindset, and nurturing our connections with others. Section 8. Connection and belonging. The importance of authentic relationships. Humans are social creatures. We are wired for connection and belonging. Authentic relationships are essential for our emotional well-being and overall happiness. Authentic relationships are built on a foundation of trust, vulnerability, and mutual respect. They are a safe space where we can be our true selves without the need for pretense or perfection. Cultivating authentic relationships requires us to be present, engaged, and willing to be vulnerable with others. It also requires us to be good listeners, to offer support without judgment, and to show up for the people we care about. When we invest in authentic relationships, we invest in our own well-being. These connections provide us with a sense of belonging, purpose, and support, which are essential for navigating the ups and downs of life. Section 9. The ripple effect. How personal growth impacts the world. Our personal growth and emotional well-being have a ripple effect, impacting not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. When we are grounded in self-awareness, compassion, and resilience, we bring those qualities to our interactions with others. We become better partners, parents, friends, colleagues, and community members. We create a more positive and supportive environment for those around us to thrive. Our personal growth also inspires others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and healing. When we have the courage to be vulnerable and authentic, we give others permission to do the same. In a world that often feels divided and disconnected, our commitment to personal growth becomes a radical act of love and compassion. Section 10. The ongoing journey. Embracing lifelong learning and growth. The journey of emotional mastery is not a linear path with a definitive endpoint. It's an ongoing process of learning, growing, and evolving. There will be times when we stumble, fall back into old patterns, or feel overwhelmed by our emotions. The key is to approach ourselves with compassion and understanding. Every day is a new opportunity to learn, grow, and become the best versions of ourselves. By embracing the ongoing journey of self-discovery and growth, we open ourselves up to a more fulfilling, meaningful, and connected life. We develop the resilience to navigate life's challenges with grace, the courage to show up authentically in the world, and the compassion to connect with others on a deeper level. Make deep breathing a part of your daily routine. Carry the peace with you wherever you go. If you enjoyed our time, we will begin our next journey on the next video posted weekly. Thank you for tuning in to Deep Breath with me today. Please don't hesitate to subscribe now to not miss our next session. See you next time on Big Sister Era. Take care, babes.